Hello students, this is Yuvakshi Grover from the team Lex Templum and the CLAT PG results are out and the next step is choosing your specialization towards it. So this video is specially designed to facilitate you in choosing your specialization and the different specializations offered by Tier 1 NLUs specifically. Uh, Before coming to the specializations offered by different national universities in India, it is important to note certain points. LLM का जो seat allocation होता है, that is entirely different from the UG seat allocation, because in UG seat allocation there are more number of candidates and every candidate appears in the exam to grab a seat. But the scenario is entirely different in PG entrance. In PG entrance, maximum students who score very good ranks or all India ranks appear in the examination to grab a job in a PSU rather than grabbing a seat in any of the NLUs. So it is not important कि यदि सिर्फ कुछ number of seats हैं तो उतने ही बच्चों का selection होगा in the specific tier 1 NLU. The scenario, as I told earlier, is entirely different in case of LLM और बहुत ज़्यादा all India rank तक as compared to the total number of seats seat allocation होता है. As analyzed by Lex Templum before, a student who is securing 50 plus as a score will be able to crack a decent and a good tier 1 NLU by in this 2020 CLAT examination. Patience is the key. This entire counseling process takes time, and after once the counseling process is already completed by CLAT consortium, then also there is a scope to grab a seat in all the NLUs, including tier 1 NLUs, because some of the seats are kept vacant even after the completion of the counseling process. क्योंकि बहुत लोग टाइम काउंसलिंग प्रोसेस कंप्लीट होने के बाद LLM करने का प्लान ड्रॉप कर देते हैं. They again appear for the examination next year. They decide to appear again, and that is why there are vacant seats in every NLU, including tier 1 NLUs. So you have to be patient, and you have to keep patience, and then follow the process day by day. Follow every individual websites. Looking for vacancies in individual college is very important after the counseling process. You have to go through the websites of individual national law universities, including the tier 1 national law universities. Now, starting with the seat allocation and the specializations in tier 1 NLUs. First is NLSIU Bangalore. NLSIU Bangalore offers specialization in business laws and human rights laws, and they have fixed number of seats for both the specializations. In the category of business laws, there are total 23 all India unreserved seats. This does not mean that all India 23 rank tak hi allotment hoga. The counseling process is long, and again last year के analysis के हिसाब से around all India rank 100 तक NLSIU Bangalore लोगों को मिला है, because the top 50 or top 30 students they appear for PSU interviews. So having 23 seats or 15 seats in NLSIU Bangalore does not mean that a student who is securing all India rank under this score will only crack NLSIU Bangalore. The further SC and ST seats are also fixed in NSIU Bangalore, and the allocation will depend on your rank in the specific reserved category. Next is Nalsar Hyderabad. Nalsar Hyderabad has total 41 seats, but under the general category. But under this 41 seats also, 4 seats are allocated on the basis of domicile of Telangana. So for these 4 seats, the all India rank will not be applicable. The specific state, these seats will be allotted according to the specific ranks on the basis of domicile of Telangana. Hyderabad offers many specializations. It is not stream specific. It will be whatever the college will be offering will depend on the minimum number of students who will be opting for the course. The specializations offered by Nalsar are corporate and commercial law, family law, criminal law, IPR, international trade or business laws, There are two new courses which are not offered by any of the national law university in India except NALSA, that is legal pedagogy and research and public law and legal theory. Though public law is offered by certain other universities also, but public law in relationship with legal theory is only offered by NALSA Hyderabad. Nalsar Hyderabad is again a very good option if you don't want to pursue your LLM in business laws or human rights, because NLSIU Bangalore offers only human rights and business law specialization. But if you want to pursue your specialization in personal law or criminal law, or for that matter intellectual property rights also, then opting for Nalsar Hyderabad will be a very good option for all the law aspirants. Next is NLIU Bhopal. NLIU Bhopal offers three specific specializations. First is IPR and business laws. Second is constitution and administrative law. And third is human rights and criminal laws. Now here in NLIU Bangalore, you have to opt for this combination only. You cannot opt for individual IPR or individual business laws. So a student who want to pursue LLM only in IPR, for that particular student, opting for NLIU Bank and NLIU Bhopal would not be a good option. But a student who wishes to pursue specialization in any three of these combinations, then NLIU Bhopal offers a very good variety of specializations here. Talking about the seat matrix in NLIU Bhopal, all India unreserved seats are 38 in NLIU Bhopal, and all India SC and ST seats are also there. Now there is a simple addition here. In Bhopal, a student having a domicile of MP can also have a reservation, but only MP scheduled caste student and MP OBC student will be able to grab seat here. There is no specific reservation with respect to a student falling into general category as well as Madhya Pradesh category, like having a Madhya Pradesh domicile. So if you have a domicile of Madhya Pradesh, and if you think that you will be able to grab a seat in NLIU Bhopal on the basis of your domicile in the unreserved category, then it is not the case here. NLIU Bhopal offers seats on the basis of domicile, but only for scheduled caste and OBC students. Next is WNUJS Kolkata. Again, WNUJS Kolkata offers two specialization in two streams. First is corporate and commercial law. Second is international and comparative law. WNUJS offers you empirical research options also. So a student who is having a vision to do good in non-doctrinal research, then opting for Kolkata NLU will be the best option for him and the most suitable option also. Location wise also, WNUJS has a very good advantage over all other NLUs because it is situated in the city of the heart, unlike all other tier 1 NLUs. So if you want to do something good if you want to do a non-doctrinal research specifically in your LLM, then opting for Kolkata will be a very good option. Coming to the seat matrix here, Kolkata is one of the is on the topmost list in tier 1 NLUs, which has a reservation for EWS candidates also. Most of you have seen in your result card today that this time it is all India EWS rank also given in your scorecards. So the reason behind giving EWS rank is that some of the national law universities have reservation for EWS category also. One of them is WNUJS Kolkata. Now under the category of EWS, we have they offer three all India seats for unreserved candidates, and one is based on the West Bengal domicile. Here also, as you can see in the PPT, for unreserved general seats, there are total all India 18 seats and 6 specifically reserved for the West Bengal domicile people, following the same matrix for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC. So here also, the people who have got good EWS rank, there are chances that they may crack WNUJS tomorrow in the counseling process. Next is National Law University, Jodhpur. Jodhpur also offers two specializations in IPR laws and corporate laws. In India, if we go by the ranking, then Jodhpur is considered to offer one of the good specialization in IPR. Like the specialization in IPR is considered one of the very good among all the national universities in India. So if you want to do your LLM in IPR, then you can put NLU Jodhpur in a preference list. Jodhpur has 38 general seats, 7 SC seats, 3 ST seats, and 2 PWD seats. So they are very clear about the reservation. There is no state quota, no reservation on the basis of domicile in NLU Jodhpur, and they have only the all India seats. So in Jodhpur, the location of seats will be entirely based on the all India merit list released by the CLAT consortium on 5th of October. Next is RMNLU Lucknow. RMNLU Lucknow has 10 All India general seats, which is 2 less. And that is the reason to grab a seat in RMNLU Lucknow is a little difficult because there are only 10 seats in RMN that fills up very quickly. And RMN closes at a very early All India early rank because there are the number of seats in the general category is very less here. But if you are a student of, like, if you have a domicile of Uttar Pradesh, then the chances of cracking RMNLU Lucknow are very bright for you because they have specific reservation for the students who have a domicile of UP. And the seats in respect of domicile are also more as compared to any other national law university in India. In India, RMNLU is considered in tier 1 list now because of the quality of specialization and the professors they have there. They are offering 4 kinds of specialization. First is constitution and administrative law. Second is corporate law. Third is criminal and security law. And fourth is international law. RMNLU Lucknow is considered to be tier 1 NLU specifically because they have very good professors and faculties in respect of constitution and administrative law. So if you want to pursue your LLM in any of these fields, then Lucknow would be a very good option. This video is only about tier 1 NLUs. We will be discussing the other NLUs in subsequent videos. Now, when it comes to the counseling process, some points are very important here. The allocation of seat will be done on the basis of All India Merit List released by consortium on 5th of October 2020. This time the process of counseling is little bit changed by the consortium and they are following a new procedure. So they will be notifying total 5 times of the students in respect of the seats. Like for example, if there are 444 seats for LLM in India, so they will be inviting over 2,000 students on 6th of October for the counseling process. Attending the counseling process is mandatory to grab a seat. In the notification, they have specifically mentioned that if you are attending the counseling process, then only you will be able to grab a seat. But this does not mean that if you're called for the counseling tomorrow, then for sure you'll get a seat. जरूरी बिल्कुल भी नहीं है कि यदि कल आपको इनविटेशन आता है काउंसलिंग का तो आपको सीट मिलेगी ही मिलेगी. Getting a seat in any of the tier 1 NLU will totally depend on the person on the basis of All India merit. So first the seat will be offered to a person having a better All India merit, All India rank, and then consequently the counseling process will go on. CLAT has also provided an option for upgrading your seat. That means, for example, if I have been allotted NLIU Bhopal in the first instance, and gradually the seats are vacant in Nalsar or NLSIU Bangalore, and then I have an option to upgrade my seat also. So my college can be upgraded at a later stage also after tomorrow's counseling process. Last and the most important point here is to adhere to the timeline given by the CLAT consortium. If you fail to adhere by the timeline, whether it is in respect of submitting the fees or submitting your options or submitting your preference list, then you will be outright, the CLAT consortium has a right to say no to your seat allotment. So you have to adhere by the timeline given by the CLAT consortium. Now vacancies, again and again I'm mentioning about vacancies because once the CLAT counseling process is over and the entire concept of admission shifts to the individual, to the power of the individual universities, there is a concept of vacancies. हर नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी अपनी वेबसाइट पे स्पेसिफिकली अपनी वैकेंसीज को नोटिफाई करती है फॉर ऑल द वैकेंसीज, एंड एट द एंड जो सीट्स रिजर्व्ड कैटेगरी में वेकेंट रह जाती हैं या फिर फॉरेन नेशनल कैटेगरी में वेकेंट रह जाती है या फिर पीडब्ल्यूडी कैटेगरी में भी वेकेंट रह जाती हैं, वो सारी सीट्स बाद में जनरली अनरिजर्व कैटेगरी में कन्वर्ट कर दी जाती हैं. इसीलिए वैकेंसीज के बाद जो कट ऑफ है वो काफी ज्यादा नीचे चला जाता है. लाइक अ पर्सन हु अभी फॉर टुमारोज काउंसलिंग प्रोसेस, a student securing more than 50 will be able to grab a seat in NLU, and it is possible that after vacancies a student who is securing 40 plus can also grab a seat in any tier 1 NLU. So after the counseling process in the vacancies, it is possible that the cutoff gets very low and a person securing 40 plus also will be able to grab a seat in any tier 1 NLU. So following every individual website and the any instruction given by CLAT consortium is very important throughout the counseling process. I hope this video will be beneficial for all of you, and thank you.